Swimming has been a prominent part of my life for so long that it's almost like I don't remember my life without it. There was a time where I wasn't willingly hopping into the pool at early hours, and I was involved in a lot of other sports, like soccer, dance, t-ball, and gymnastics. But soccer was always my favorite. Although one day after school, at the age of 7, I joined a summer league team around the block from my house with my childhood best friend after she asked me to go with her. We did everything together, so I said yes. And I don't really remember much from that summer because it was a long time ago, but I do remember on my first day that I didn't even know how to do the basic stroke of freestyle. And the summer league team was fun because I was young, enjoyed making new friends, and there was really no pressure in the sport. But when the summer came to an end, the coaches had talked to my mom and said I should consider doing year-round swimming because I showed a lot of potential after my first summer competing. The school year was starting, and this was going to be my first year playing travel soccer, but I was only 8 years old and I enjoyed both sports, so my parents kept me in both. And then I started swimming for a club team in the town over from me in Hamilton, New Jersey, where my best friend joined me. We made a few new friends with the kids that were our age in our group. Then I developed throughout the year, and I was labeled as a breaststroker. And then I kept improving, and my mom decided to bring me to a different club team 5 minutes away from my house. This one was a bit more elite, and one of my school friends also swam there, and she introduced me to her friends who also became my best friends. I stayed on that petty club team, and as the years went by, I was still balancing swimming and soccer. I reached high school, and I made the collective decision with my parents to stop playing soccer, and my swimming was brought to a whole new level. And then my sophomore year of high school, I was put into a performance training group with only 8 other swimmers. It was a whole new experience for me, but we were a close group and we all shared the same goals. I've never trained that hard before, and the work paid off because I went from only qualifying for state and regional meets to the junior national level. So at that point, I had still been swimming for fun, but my coach had spoken with me and she explained that I had a lot more potential than I thought. She said I should really start to consider swimming at the college level, and it looked promising for me to do so at the Division I level. So as high school went on, I kept in that same performance training group, and I was able to travel to many different states for swim meets, and I had a blast doing so, competing against swimmers not from my state. I attended 3 junior national meets in my time on this petty club team. My first one was in Columbus, Ohio. I attended another one after in Knoxville, Tennessee, and a third one closer to home at my first summer junior national championship, which is a bit of a bigger meet. It took place in Long Island, New York, and I have been in contact all year with college coaches, but this meet is where I first met my LSU coaches. They watched me swim, spoke with me after, and offered me an official recruiting visit to Louisiana State University. I accepted, but at the time, I had no idea where Louisiana was on a United States map. I took a few official trips my senior year of high school, my first one being to Virginia Tech. I fell in love with that school and wanted to verbally commit while I was there, although my dad had told me to hold off because he had a feeling that I'd feel the same way or even more excited once I got to LSU in a few weeks. And then my next trip was closer to home at Villanova. It was a beautiful campus, but something about it didn't seem right to me, or like home. And then my last trip, I went to LSU. I loved it even more than I loved Virginia Tech because of all Louisiana had to offer: the culture, the tradition, and the pride in the state. The LSU facilities amazed me. I loved the coaches, the team, and the beautiful campus. Then I went back to New Jersey after a weekend at LSU, feeling pretty confident that although Baton Rouge was far from home, it felt just like it. And then on October 17th, 2017, I verbally committed to LSU. Then on November 10th, 2017, I signed my national letter of intent. And it feels like just yesterday that I committed to LSU, and here I am starting my senior season this coming weekend. There have been many bumps in the road, and it's been a difficult yet fulfilling experience for me. I wouldn't trade this experience or opportunity for the world, and I'm a very proud LSU Swimming Tiger. And I'm extremely grateful for this amazing opportunity to swim at this great university that made my dreams come true. And if I ever have to offer some advice, it would always be to choose a school that makes you feel like you're at home, even when in reality you're 1,154 miles away.